It's fine. Get up, I get up. Lose focus, come on, people, get up. Shouldn't gonna stay focused. Opportunities,
Malo fishy, Sanfuna from Makaya, and a salute to all my hustlers. Ikava Macmillan Shumo, getting 9 years but to iSpani, as in Valing Pande. We are not selfish. Salison Compisaga, Amatubom Sebenzi, Atolala Kona Lapanga Pande, Namushaka Sambage, no Olebogeng Mogafe in Sizwa. Insizwa ke isenyakeni ke owesine ishaya imfundo zayo ze-veterinary bafethu njengoba ke ifisa ke uba i-vet ngoba insizwa iyayishaya iscience kapha ke ithanda nezilwane kakhulukazi ke inhlanzi uyinakekela ngisho ke nokuyilapha bafethu namuhla ke ufisa ukuthi angathola ke i-internship nenkampani ababizwa ukuthi i-African Aquatic Veterinary Services akahlale phansi sithi kumazi kangcono who lives in a pineapple under the sea SpongeBob SquarePants our guy might love fish but he stays inland awuthi ngithule ngimdedele ukuthi akhulume and stop blabbing like a fish.
Since Elena, it's just been me, le mama, staying together, because from as far back as I can remember, neri little timer. So then when I was old enough, mama and Chalsetsa or Hira thingy, ite when they were together, ba decide a whole and then katlana, but a problem between them and they had to split up.
It takes a village to raise a child. And how you took but the difficult part of it is that's the first challenge. Ke bona tsela e ke leng ka yona le ka mokgwa ke bopegileng ka teng ga ke ne ke na le bana ba bantsi gona le se ba ne ba tla ithuta mo go nna for them to be better family members, to be community members, better society members and citizens of the country.
The biggest thing I think for na nearly baga, in the sense that okay, I wouldn't say it's usually ba wrong for na. Marakila bona halile bana le khola le teenagers la influencana in certain ways, and because all of you la likana li dintanga, then ukasbatli disappointed in how because uzama fita in, and this goes back to not being an only child. I felt like okay, so sharp from the years maybe grade 9 until grade 11, experimenting with drinking ngauza abona dilo tse jwalo banyana. So obviously Mama wouldn't be happy that I'm avoiding the bukataka and I'm getting involved in other things. They're not appropriate for Mingwa Khayag.
Ga ke mo fitlhela gore wa gola o nna le kodu o tswa mo tseleng wa goga o dira dilo tse ke sa di tlhaloganyeng ke ne ke utlwisisa jaaka motswadi gore ngwana le ngwana o batla bona motswadi wa gagwe a dira a tle a ithute fo, because at a very early age children learn by emulating. So ngwana gana le batswadi ba gagwe o tla dira se batswadi ba se dirang se ba molellang sona. Yana ngwana wa mosimane o ileng papa ga se mo gaufi o tlo lebella bana ba basimane ba tlhakana le bona go strateng. ke ipolelletse gore kgotsa ke ne ke ipolelle gore Modimo ga a re fa bana o re fa tšhono ya gore re tlhokomele bana ba. We are entrusted with a responsibility. Ka kopa gore for as long as I am alive, the responsibility that I am entrusted with, it's not going to be heavy on me. Ka dula le ena ke molelela gore tseo di dirang di tswele tseleng, ne tla re ga ke tlhaga tirong, at least as ko primary ke ne ke le gae go no go sena bothata, high school ke a thoma ke a dira. I would drive ke itse gore gantsi bana ba basimane ba ema gae. I'll go there, talk to him and reprimand him.
I'm not gonna blame situation, like living situation yarena, but as a boy child, maybe there were certain things that nka khona go ithuta tsona if le time like ne teng 24/7, because bana we learn from go bona le go utlwa, not from we learn from go bona what our parents are doing, not from go utlwa what they're telling us. So subconsciously ne ke tlo khona ithuta gore man, no, how le monna, there's a certain way to behave ka teng, and you can't be reckless. Utlale naga o kila bona tshwantse o be le order, tshwantse be le discipline. But then there were older males mo bophelong ba ka that I was related to and that my mother knew, who helped hong shape le hong groom as a young man. So that's why kajeku ke santsane ke diteng, ke santsane ke pusha and aka fella ko strateng. Hanse ke gola ke na le this interest more the animals. Na in my mind ke like I decided gore right king tshwantse ke study the animals, and that field is zoology. Ka apply ko University of Pretoria ka 2012 ba romela letter ba re I have been provisionally accepted for veterinary science. Shem, from that point yo ne se feel like okay se ke fitlhile mo ke batlang teng. So I found out about African Vet Services from Moyana equivalent lena. Re in a group work really bababedi, and then it's done hand tlhalosetsa gore no gona le Dr. Jill. Dr. Jill hand tlhalosetsa gore we rang as an aquaculture vet. We le ang explainela about this opportunity an internship that I could be involved in. So then ke ka apply and they called me up. So then ka sign ke tlo ya go the fish farm by long assessor if ke a kgona spana.
He's going for an interview kaboso Kharea ko Olebogeng le Mama Shelly re tla bona assistants, then it will be Dr. Olebogeng Mogafe, which it doesn't take kindly to say Mama ke tla nna Dr. Gakapere the doctor's jacket, but when I put my doctor's jacket down I am Olebogeng Reitumetse. So re tla be re leboga Modimo re itumela gore re tla be re fa batho ba bang tšhono gore ba kgone go ira work related learning, ba kgone go ithuta ka diphologolo tse Modimo a tlabeng a re atlile gore nne le tsona.
If I get this position for myself, I'll feel very proud that ke kgonne go approach something that I've never been exposed to before, and I've succeeded in that. So it will be very motivating, and I hope it goes well. Alright, Bafetu, Sekfitlile mo River Club Veterinary Practice for interview yaka. I'm a bit nervous, Maraknana hore tlo vaya sharp. Please wish me some luck. I'll wanna know.
Hi Ollie.
Hello, Dr.
Welcome.
Joe.
It's really good to have you here. So I understand you're interested in, you have an interest in fish medicine and following that a little bit further. So in the lieu of perhaps giving you some time with us as an intern, we'd just like to find out a little bit about you.
Okay.
So we have a small company called African Aquatic Veterinary Services. Okay, so we're veterinarians, or I am a veterinarian, and we largely focus on the aquaculture industry and fish veterinary work, with also some work involved with ornamentals and koi as well.
Okay.
So Ollie, what we're going to do is just spend a little time chatting to you now in a kind of informal interview, and once we've discovered a little bit more about you and vice versa, then we're going to send you off to try and attempt your hand at a few tasks and see if you enjoy it and have some fun.
Cool.
Okay. In your time as a veterinary student so far, have you had particular things that you've really been interested in, that really grabbed you?
Well, off the ball, I think large animals are more of an interest to me. I like being out in the field rather than in a practice environment.
Okay.
I really like cattle. I think they're cute. But, also I think working with them is very easy.
Okay.
And I like horses as well. So the whole large animal scene.
Okay.
But I do have minor interest in pigs because of their production potential. And then, of course, when I found out from this peer of mine about aquaculture, immediately I was interested because I don't know much about it, and I felt like I wanted to come and see what it's all about. It doesn't hurt to try out new things, and possibly get involved in the sector and help grow it, because I know of the potential that aquaculture and fish farming has for food security. So that's why I'm here today.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So Ollie, what is your understanding of what an aquatic vet would do in an everyday situation?
To my knowledge, it's no different from farming any other production animal, in that you would get called out to farms to come and check if there was an acute problem. For instance, the farmer had a sudden rise in mortalities, you'd be called out to take some samples, do some postmortems and check what's going on. Or for your regular visits, when you'd come through to the farm and also check the fish if they're healthy, check the water, check the surrounding environment, and basically helping the farmer to keep his production levels high.
Okay. And have you done any research, or do you have any understanding what it takes to become an aquatic vet? Whether you're allowed to just practice as an aquatic vet after qualifying, or if you need to study further?
Well,
are you aware of anything?
I think you do need to study further, because the course that the BVSC program doesn't really cover exotics. I think fish fall under exotics, so you'd probably have to do a master's and further, and then really specialize on the fish themselves and how they work.
Yeah. Okay, Ollie, so thank you so much for sharing a bit about yourself, and just nice to find a little bit more about you. So what we're going to do now is going to send you out. You're going to go and spend some time with some koi and out on an aquaculture farm as well, get some hands-on experience, and just see how you enjoy it, see whether you cope with it, and if you come through with flying colors, then we'll see what we can offer you thereafter.
Cool.
ha botsebo ba di-values tsa hao le bowena ba hao bo tsamaisana le diketso tsa hao tsa ka mehla o tla finyella katleho, ene seo re se bona ka Olebogeng. Di-Aquatic Vet ke batho ba ile gore ba netefatsa gore diphoofolo tse phelang ka tlase ha metsi di phedile hantle ene hape di bolokehile. Bona ba tholahala ko di-zoo, ko di-marine parks, di-aquarium le ko di-private practice. Se doctor e se etsang ho nna le wena ka tsa maphelo le bona ba di etsa kaofela ho diphoofolo, ene di-program tsenana di tholala ko University of Pretoria. Di tla nka dilemo di le 6 for full time. Mahaslas, ha di-values tsa hao di le clear, diqeto tsa hao di ba bonolo, tseba gore wena se o focusang ho tsona di tla o dumella gore o etse dintho tse le o di o tshwanetse ha etse di leng tseleng ya hao kapa di le bobebe.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jill Taylor. I'm an aquatic veterinarian, I'm also a tilapia researcher, and I own a small fish consultancy called the African Aquatic Veterinary Services. And today I'm going to be Ollie's mentor and take him through his 3 tasks and see how he does.
Hustlers, yabona empilweni, you might find yourself deep in trouble and drowning in your own problems. Kodwa ke njengenhlanzi mele ufunde ukuthi ungantonti empilweni. Njengoba ke silizwile ibali lensizwa. Ufisa ke ukuba ivet yazo inhlanzi. Lapho abantu ke abasebenzi nje kuphela nabantu abafuye inhlanzi. Basebenza nabantu ke abalusa noma ke abadayisa inhlanzi. Yibona ke benisiqiniswa ukuthi inhlanzi azithelelwa amagcikwane sokugcinakala sokumoshakala isitoko. So insizwa, while he's still trying to find Nemo, let's just try to find the word in the word jumble. Nginikeze ke amahluzi amathathu oku I no G no S. Uma kuyazi impela ngena lapha ku-Twitter na ku-Facebook, kodwa khona manje ake sambe siyobona ku-insizwa ishaya task yakhe yokuqala. Will he be a fish out of water, or will he take to his task like a fish in a koi pond?
Ollie?
Yes.
Welcome to your task 1.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to do some work on an ornamental fish. We've got a butterfly koi for you. So I'd like you to scoop it out of its water with a koi net. I want you to make up an anesthetic bath here for it. Anesthetize it to a level where you can work with it. Put it onto a maintenance anesthetic system. Look for any kind of lesions or ulcers and treat it accordingly. And then I want you to revive it in a resus bath when you're finished.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
all ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I should start by gloving up to protect the fish and us, and then we're going to move on to making the anesthetic bath.
Okay.
Then we'll get our fish under.
Perfect.
Cool.
Right.
So we're going to be using benzocaine, and to get the fish under anesthetic we need to use 1 ml per liter, and we have 15 liters in this tub here.
Okay.
So we're going to use 15 mils and then see how the fish reacts.
And what water have you got there? Is there water from the tap, or what are you using there?
No, we can't use water from the tap. This is actually water from the fish's actual pond. We need to transport the fish in the same environment that it's been staying in as not to shock it.
That's right.
So this is pond water. All of this, the anesthetic and the resus.
Awesome.
We've got a 5 ml syringe. I'm going to fill this up thrice and make my anesthetic bath. So now, Dr. Joe, we're going to get our koi into this anesthetic bath. Give a little internship in because aquaculture is a new field, more veterinary science, more and I feel like only a big potential harika expander this sector.
Okay, Ollie, so do you want to just explain what you're seeing and what the fish looks like?
So right now the fish is still active. The operculum is still moving, opening and closing, and the fish is still like moving its fins. So as the fish goes under anesthetic, it will lose its ability to right itself. So if I turn it over on its side, he won't be able to fix his position. And the operculum movement is going to slow down. And then once I can lift him gently without him struggling, then I'll know that he's safely under.
That's right. Gosh, I think I decided to be a vet in high school, probably in matric, because I read lots of James Herriot books, probably was the main reason, and because I loved animals and thought I wanted to do something outdoors, largely. So probably very vague reasons to go into a career. Yeah, I think we can give it a go. Okay, so
All right.
you can, if you want to lift him out, just lie him on here gently. I'll just get this lid on and then into the cradle and we'll see if we can proceed. Okay.
Right, Dr. Jill, the fish has lost its ability to right himself. So we're going to attempt to handle him now and then set up the maintenance pump system. Ntweng interesting ka veterinary science ke go gono bereka le diphoofolo o di thuse whether ka surgery or ka di medicines the same way in which bo doctor ba ira ka teng, and the patients tsa rena ha di bolele a o gone go ibutsisa ntja gore go botlhoko kae tshwantse o ire jwang. So a lot of the things that re di dirang ba re ruta go solve the problems. O bereka in a stepwise fashion, and as untse o vaya o tika di box tsa gago, you're closing some of the doors, and then khanyani u narrow down diagnosis ya how. So kirata that problem solving aspect there, it almost feels like a game or like a show. Like if you look at it long for that constant challenge, there's constantly gonna be something encha ekitla face therefore okay, so
Just go ahead and do that.
in the instance that we find an ulcer that needs to be treated and sealed, we're going to start by using a betadine antiseptic, and then we would just trickle it over the lesion like that, just to clean it,
Okay.
get the wound nice and clean.
All right.
And then once we're done with that, we're going to use a powder. We're going to use this sealing powder
Okay.
that sort of acts like a bandage. So we dab some on. Should we seal it while he's on here?
Okay, yes. Pop it on and then we can lift him down. The vet is a great career. It has its challenges as with everything else, but it's able to offer a lot of flexibility and a lot of variety. So I love that I can be on a farm. I love that I can attend to people's pets like a koi. I love that I can work with students. I love that I can offer something bigger to South Africa and to Africa. I love the fact that I'm fitting in a niche where there is a great need for veterinary input.
All right.
And then if you could just show us, if we had to do an antibiotic injection in this fish, how you would go about and do that?
All right. So after having performed a culture from the fish to see what bacteria we're dealing with, and then following up with an antibiogram to see which drug is useful, then we would inject the fish with an antibiotic.
Okay.
We can inject it intramuscularly, and the best place for that is on the musculature here on the dorsum. That's the fillet of the fish. Or what we're going to do today is go intracelomically,
Okay.
which is inside the fish.
Okay.
All right. So we have 0.3 mils here of an antibiotic, and I'm going to go in behind the pectoral fin. There's some soft tissue here,
Okay.
and then
Direct it caudally here.
yeah, I'm going to direct the needle caudally into the coulomb in here,
Okay.
just underneath, and then inject that in there. All right.
So do you think this fish is in good condition and healthy?
I think we've been able to tackle any problems that were there. Now we can move over to resuscitate him.
All right. What's his writing reflex like now? If you let him go, what's happening?
He's still... Oh wow, he's coming back. I felt him wriggle a bit,
Yes.
so his movement is coming back. That operculum is back. but his writing reflex is still a bit sluggish.
Right. So just keep up with your recess action then. Okay, Ollie, well, you finished your first task today and it looks like it went really well.
Yes.
So, you ready for a tilapia farm now?
Yes, let's go.
Cool.
Olebogeng o tseba mosebetsi wa hae go ba vet o tlameha go bana le tshwaro e utlwahalang ka tsa maphelo a diphoofolo go lekola ene hape le go rarolla mathata a bona o bane le tsebo ka meriana dikalafo le dintho tsa di-surgery mahustlers hopola gore o ka sebe se o batlang go ba sona ha santsane wena o blameana le bohle ka boemo bo o leng go bona.
Right, Ollie, welcome today to your second task. So your second task today is going to be to euthanize a fish humanely. I want you to handle fish gently, with dignity, assess when it's completely dead, and then we're going to do a parasite study on it and look for important parasites that could be causing disease.
Cool.
Okay, all ready?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, Ollie, your fish is in a bucket there. It's just been caught for you. So you can continue with your task. You can get going now with euthanizing your fish. And
All right.
okay, I'll help you through everything.
All right, so I'm going to be using benzocaine and acetone.
Okay.
And we're going to make a solution, but we're going to do like a 3 or 4 times overdose. So if we're using 1 to 2 mils per liter, we're going to use 3 to 4 mils. We have roughly 3 liters of water in the bucket, so I'm going to use 10 mils to euthanize the fish.
Perfect.
I'm going to draw up this first. So now, Dr. Chilla, I'm going to put the anesthetic into the water bath,
Okay.
and then it's going to knock the fish out. And then we can also do like a surgical euthanasia so that the fish are... We're going to knock them out so that they in a surgical plane of anesthesia and they won't feel anything.
Yeah.
And then we'll use a surgical method to kill them.
Perfect.
I would say I was fearful of failure, but after going through it, ile yang kira gore ke ba stronger. Because before 2016, coming from primary school to high school, things like fit and seamlessly, even the first year, the second year, I never knew what it was like to repeat a year. And then when I found out, I was still writing the supplementary talk, and when I found out I had to repeat 2017, it did ilang depressa kanyani ilang yang theosa moya waka, because they feel like batho ba tlo ntebella ka tsela engwe or ba khotsi ba ka ba tlo separate from nna. But after setse ke tsene ko 2017 setse ke repeat the module tsele ke ile ka ba le even more fun and ke ile ka ithuta even more, because now ha ke direla bobedi ke kgona pick up from mo ne ke le go teng, and therefore ke build on my knowledge. Okay, so now that our fish is in a surgical plane of anesthesia, when we sever his spinal cord now, he's not going to feel anything. And with us severing the spinal cord, we can guarantee that the fish is going to be dead from this point on.
That's right.
All right, so I'm going to turn him upside down to me here, and I'm going to go in at the point where the operculum and the lateral line meet, and stick my knife in and go straight down, and that's going to sever his spinal cord.
Just remember to do it as quickly as you can. Just be a quick movement,
swift.
Yes.
Okay.
So all vets in South Africa have to undertake a course at the same university, which is an undergraduate course. And that qualifies them to be able to attend to virtually any animal species. It is a basic course in diagnosing disease and treating all relevant common animals. Dealing with fish, however, is fairly specialized, and there's not a lot of material currently covered in the curriculum for it. So for anybody interested in pursuing a different interest like that, I think the onus is upon them to self-study and to look at other courses that are available, whether it's in South Africa or overseas, in order to become competent.
So I'm gonna take 3 samples. The first one being a mucus scrape on his body. I'm gonna take a sample behind the pectoral fin here and along just below the dorsal fin here. Dilo tse ke naganang gore di ka fetoga in the veterinary profession in relation to rona botaki. Number 1 ke information and knowledge. Batho ba baya ha ba itse ka course le. And o ka kry gore more especially in the rural areas ko magaeng ba na le dikgomo, ba na le dipudi, ba na le dikgogo, ba na le diphoofolo, ba na le didonki, dipere, but ha ba itse gore ho na le a course o kai dirang gore o ka gona tlhokomela betere.
I can't find any movement, but I'm gonna try and go lower.
All right.
And see if I can identify anything, and then I'll hand over to you.
No, I agree. There's nothing here, which is, would you say that's good or bad?
Very good.
Yeah, that's right.
Very good. And like we said, since there was little mucus on the scales, and it means this fish is clean.
That's right. Looks that way. Do you want to have a quick look at your other ones before they dry out?
Before they dry out, yeah.
Your gill clip.
I'm hoping to find something there. Are we gonna find any gyrodactylids or dactylogyrids on the gills?
Well, if you're not seeing anything, then they're probably not there. Obviously, it's only a small little representative sample.
Yes.
But generally, if they're there, you would pick them up, at least 1 or 2.
I think, please double check for me, but
Okay.
yeah.
If they're in the gills, you'll probably most likely pick them up on your gill scrape.
On the gill
because
scrape,
you would have
oh,
really
yes.
kind of scraped hard there. So aquatic studies in South Africa are limited at the moment, and the reason for that is that it has largely been industry driven. So because our aquaculture industries have until now been fairly small and really not growing, there hasn't been a demand for vets to be involved. But that is something that really is changing and has been changing over the last few years. So in terms of aquaculture, I think the pressure is coming on now because the industry needs input from vets.
Did you find anything?
Perfect description. I can't see anything in there, so I think you're spot on.
Okay.
Do you want to just check your last one, and then we just make doubly sure
Yeah.
that this fish is all fine. Right, thanks, love.
So this is the final sample, which was the gill scrape.
That's correct.
Hopefully. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Did you find something?
Yes, I'm trying to identify, but I think it's a gyrodactylid.
It's right in the middle.
Are you seeing eyes or no eyes?
I saw no eyes with the embryo.
Right, let's see. No, I see eyes. Okay, so that dark thing in the middle that you're seeing are actually eggs. It's little egg sac inside
okay.
it. But if you just focus up and down, and you can see 2 little eye spots, and it's busy
It's busy worming
feeding
around.
and wiggling, yes.
Wow. So what do they feed on?
Well, they have hooks on the one end, so
Yeah.
they're supposed to just attach to the gills or to the skin. See the eyes? Okay, good. And then so their mouth then browses in the water, so they're theoretically not feeders on the fish. But saying that, they do have some degree of effect in that circular area around their point of attachment.
Okay.
And those hooks can be fairly irritant for the fish.
Okay. Since we didn't find any other different types of parasites, I think it lends to the fact that the parasites are not bad with this farm.
Great.
Okay.
Well done, and that ends your second task.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Good.
That was cool.
Mona o tlameha go bana le tsebo e atileng ka mefuta ya di-diseases tsa diphoofolo. Ho qaqile hore ha o le vet wa tlameha go rata diphoofolo. E meng ya menyetla ke dikarolo tsa dipatlisiso, ho tla ka meriana, ho laola mafu a diphoofolo nationally and internationally. Ntho nngwe e o tlamehang hore o e shebe ma-hustlers ke hore ka nnete ha ekaba hona le ntho e batlang o tla fumana tsela, ha o se jwalo o tla fumana mabaka. Hustlers, kuyiqiniso ukuthi yabona endaweni yomsebenzi there are plenty of fish in the sea. Kodwa suka kuwena ukuthi ufuna ukuba inhlanzi enjani njengoba sibonile insizwa eyenzile. I'm pretty sure he won't be a big fish in a small pond bafethu. Ngoba ke ngeimfundo zakhe insizwa ingasebenza endaweni ehlukahlukene. But right now let me take you to the think tank, which is our word jumble. Sibona ukuthi ubona ucabanga njenge goldfish, ubona ucabanga njenge dolphin. Nginikeze one last clue, which is the letter O. Ngithi masibuya emva kwekhefu insizwa izohamba lapha ishaya ipathology. Mina I decide to jump in a pool or take a dip or fist me a sip or buy myself some fish and chips, but I won't do that. Ngizoshawa umoya bese ngiyabuya.
Welcome to task 3 now.
Yes.
You've done really well on task 2, and we've done a first stage assessment of the health of the fish by looking at the parasites, and I'd like you to do a full dissection on that same fish. Cool. Open it up, assess whether anything looks unhealthy or not, take some samples of all the key organs, and then I want you to put those in formalin for histopathology submission, and I'd like you to take a bacterial swab as well.
Cool.
Okay. All right, Ollie. Task 3, your fish awaits you.
All right. This is my favorite part. So again, I just need to be safe and get my security on. So I'm going to start off with the small scissors. And I'm going to go into the vent, which is ventrally. Slip the scissors inside, turn the fish upside down so that the organs fall to the other side of the colon, and therefore we won't sever anything.
That's right.
I'm going to go into the vent like this and start my incision cranially until I'm in the middle of the pectoral.
Working with fish, I feel comfortable. If you look at the fish, are they as dangerous as, for instance, bere? Because bere it's going to be a serious injury. Although the thing maybe they're venomous or with the spikes, but if you look at working with fish is not very intimidating because usually they'll be small and you can handle them. And yeah. More and more and to find out more and more experience. So I like working on fish.
I'm gonna go ahead and sample liver and intestine, and then we can move to the other organs. So we don't need much.
Do you want to get your sample bottle ready?
And then next up, I'm going to go for the tip of the stomach. Okay. The stomach is this bag over here.
That's right. There's a real need for aquatic vets in South Africa now and extending up into Africa, with a focus really being on aquaculture and food security and food provision. We need vets to monitor the health and welfare of farmed fish in the same way that we do that for cattle and any kind of production animals.
So now I'm going to go deeper and look for the heart. I'm gonna snip past here into the chamber.
Mentoyaka into the gagolo vandag. Dr. Jill, she's very nice, she's very kind. So at no stage was I nervous. Hanik naliena. And then even her really busy, kari procedure, anything that I forgot, naliting khore ang tipe ang khopotse. All the procedures that I was doing, Nansa Antu Sahoriki, Kistike along the lines and how I should do it, and anything and it's a shock I on, and like all I had to do is give me a little lens, she'd be like, okay, sorry. So Dr. Jill, she was a very good mentor to me, and I think she helped me complete the tasks in an effective manner.
And then next up, we're gonna go for the anterior kidney.
And
we're gonna take a bacterial swab of that. It's important to check for any bacteria in the anterior kidney because it's the hemopoietic center for the fish, and therefore in a septicemic condition, the pathogens often migrate and localize there. I'm gonna open the collection tube first. Struggled.
Getting a bit tired there, Ollie.
Yeah. Pull this out and go in there.
Monitoring fish health in an aquaculture environment is extremely important, and I think a lot of farmers are starting to realize the benefit of it now. Disease is one of the biggest factors that causes aquaculture farming to fail, and the reason is that all the fish are housed together in a watery environment where diseases and pathogens can spread really, really easily.
And then lastly, Dr. Jill, we need the brain.
Yes, so how are you going to get that out of that hard head?
I need to open the head.
Okay.
So from the mouth, I'm gonna make an incision up. So we've collected our 10 samples. The last thing that I'm going to do is go through the fillet to check for any parasites that lodge themselves in cysts.
That's right.
And then I think we have everything.
Well, thank you very much. You've finished task 3 and done a good job, so thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How did everything go?
Oh, it was great. It was great. Do you want me to tell you more about it?
Yes.
So, first we did the anesthesia and resuscitation with the koi. Very beautiful fish, so I had to be careful not to, drop it or anything.
Yes.
The anesthetic worked beautifully. Everything that you explained to me happened. The loss of reflex, operculum, and then the maintenance system was really cool because we could work on the fish while he was out of the water. That was really cool.
So Ollie, I've been asking all the questions. Is there anything that you would like to ask me now after your day out in the sun?
Yes. So Dr. Jill, after seeing me perform these 3 tasks and talking to me for a little bit, I'd like to know from you what you think of my competency as an aqua vet in the future and the internship. What can we do?
Well, Ollie, we've been delighted. I think you've absolutely jumped in and really got your hands dirty with every task. So I have to commend you on your enthusiasm. I think you've done a really, really great job.
Yes.
And you really haven't balked at anything we've thrown at you, and you seem to have had a lot of fun through the day.
Yes, I did.
So in answer to your question, no, there's no reason why we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Really enjoy spending some time with you. So in that light, we'd love you to come in your vacation or when it's convenient and come and do a proper aquatic internship with us.
Yes.
And we can teach you some more if you really enjoy it.
I think that would be splendid, and I'll take you up on that.
That sounds great.
Sure, Bafetu, Serfedi Tegal Tatilaka, and fortunately, Dr. Jilung feel the opportunity for Kitlakari holidays, Kitlo job share, and then once I've qualified, I can definitely create an internship from here. This will propel me toward in my career as a veterinarian and possibly as an aqua veterinarian. So to all my hustlers out there, please remember, pressa, pusha, panda, etsa.
Well done, Olebogeng. Re ithutile ho wena hore ho sa kgathaletse ho dieha kapa ho etsa diphoso. Ha ntse o leka, o santse o leka pele ha motho e leng gore ha etse lotho. Potso ya rona ya beke ena e tswa go sandiswa. A rena ona le kgatlhao ya ho sebetsa ka dipalesa. Ho ba florist, ba beakanya mablomo, ba wa rekisetse di-clients ho ya ka dihlokwa tsa bona. Ho ya ka dikwetliso, di-short courses da tholala ko di-FET. Ko Intech College le bona ba na le course ya flower arranging. Ha e ka ba hona le ho sa utlwang, hopola o checkela Facebook le yona website ya rona. Ke emetse ya hao potso. I know, Nsizo, you're a true aquaman gempela. Don't give a man a fish. Teach a man how to heal a fish and he will never be unemployed. Internship. It's either a life in you go with the flow or you swim against the tide. Diagnose jumble. Diagnosis. You are a lucky fish. Oh crap! But better luck next time. Facebook and also on YouTube. Don't look down, look up and stay up like a flying fish. Up, up and away.